Dyscalculia? What is dyscalculia? Dyscalculia is a childhood disorder that affects the ability to learn arithmetic and mathematics in someone of normal intelligence as compared with those of the same age who are receiving identical instruction. It is not a mental health disorder, but rather a non-verbal learning disability that causes difficulty with counting, measuring quantity, working memory for numbers, sequential memory, ability to recognize patterns, time perception, telling time, sense of direction, and mental retrieval of mathematical facts and procedures. Early signs of dyscalculia. Parents and teachers can play an extremely important role in spotting warning signs of potential developmental problems. Anxious during math class or scared of math teachers. Children suffering from dyscalculia may act up or behave irrationally when it's time for math class in school or at home when it's time for math homework. They might be scared of your math teacher who is otherwise popular with other children. Counting on their fingers. Long after their peers have moved on to counting in their heads, the child may still be using fingers for simple calculations. Inability to memorize numbers and facts and calculating solutions to simple problems. Not making connections between numbers and quantities. An inability to connect the concept of a number to an actual quantity. Example, when a parent says 2 apples, the child cannot choose the picture of 2 apples despite knowing the words. Not understanding numerical symbols. Most children grasp the meaning of plus and minus signs quickly. A child with dyscalculia may still be struggling with these basic signs while their class has moved on to learning the symbols for multiplication and division. Red flags to watch for. Difficulty counting backwards. Difficulty remembering basic mathematical facts even after many hours of practice and or rote learning. Difficulty in understanding place value and the role of 0 in the Arabic or Hindu number system. Difficulty ascertaining whether or not answers are right or nearly right. Slow to perform calculations. Difficulty imagining a mental number line. Attentional difficulties. Problems with drawing, visualization and remembering. Understanding time and direction. Poor coordination of movement or dyspraxia. Quickly experiences frustration, tears, mind freeze, distress, anxiety, panic, trauma and avoidance. Struggles with handling money. Poor money planning and time management. Experiences directional confusion when navigating inside buildings and across town and during physical sequences, dance steps, sports, playing music, playing games, combination lock, following physical directions. Can follow patterns and complete math work but quickly forgets. Difficulty processing more than 4 visual items. Dyscalculic errors. Reading one number but saying a different one. Copying errors. Reading errors. Operational mix-ups. Saying the subtraction sign but adding anyway. Reasoning errors. Have difficulty in solving story problem sums like when to add, subtract, etc. Knowing exactly which number to write but writing a number not intended. Example, writing 1000 instead of 100,000. Assessments for dyscalculia. A full evaluation can show the exact areas where your child is struggling. Evaluators look at how well a child can do basic calculations, recall math facts, and solve problems quickly. Each test for dyscalculia looks at different skills. Specific tests may assess computation skills, math fluency, mental computation, quantitative reasoning. A special education specialist may suggest following intervention options. Repeated practice of basic math concepts such as counting and addition. Teach concept through multi-sensory approach in order to aid the student understanding of the concepts. Disclaimer: this information is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Please consult a doctor for further advice.